Hey y'all, welcome to our South Georgia garden. Well, Mark, I know you finished doing a few chores that we had to get done before the hard freeze tonight.
Yes, Belinda, we've got another hard freeze coming down in the mid-20s, unfortunately.
And we've already shown our viewers what we do to prep for that, so we're not going to go into that today. But we wanted to just kind of take a little stroll through the garden and see what's interesting right now. And we know a few of these things are going to kind of get zapped by this freeze tonight.
They certainly will. But there are some things that are colorful, such as the nandinas that you can see in the sun here, and they're just some things of interest to look at.
Yes, we do have a lot of things that give us winter interest other than the blooms and things. So we thought we'd like to take y'all on the stroll with us. And for those of you who are kind of down south and have been out in your garden some, hopefully you'll enjoy seeing some things we've got interesting here. And for those of you who are still under your snow, hopefully this will just give you a chance to sort of dream of those warmer days.
Right, don't be too jealous of the South Georgia sun. You're going to be getting spring weather soon.
All right, so come along with us for a little stroll through the garden.
So we're beginning our stroll here around the barn in what we call the Barney Gardens.
Yes, and you can already see quite a few of those newly planted daffodils kind of popping up through that extra mulch that we put down, trying to give them a nice bed for this first year of growth.
I think the warm temperatures we had, Belinda, coaxed them up through that composted mulch.
Yeah, and they're so new, they haven't started blooming yet, so it's going to be nice when they finally put on that beautiful show of color, and hopefully by that time a few more will have popped up too.
Sure gives us the anticipation of spring.
Oh, but I do see a few blooms already popping out there, but those are really from some daffodils that we planted last year, aren't they?
Yes, they are, Belinda. They've already come up and started putting out some blooms.
So it's nice to see their little cheery faces. And they make quite a statement up against these logs that are so sculptural here. I'm really glad that we decided to move those logs into this stumpery garden.
And as we walk around the barn, we notice that inside these gardens, there are some evergreens, some banana shrubs, some junipers, some nice evergreens giving us some winter structure.
Yeah, I think we're really pleased with how this Barney garden, kind of connected to the stumpery here, is a lot of winter interest, and it's really neat to have those logs there because they're kind of doing their job. We can see a little places where indentations where insects have been.
Yes, and the logs make a nice border framing this garden.
And as we've strolled on over to the butterfly garden, we're really pleased to see all the green growth here in that fresh mulch that we put down. I can see quite a few of those large clumps are some of the perennials coming back from last year.
Yes, and I do see some germination of the seeds we scattered. I believe they're coming up.
Yeah, there's some of those tiny baby baby leaves, aren't they? So we know those seeds have germinated well.
They've had a little cold weather on them and some rain and some sun, so hopefully they'll soon be catching up with the perennials.
And we've are keeping our bird baths clean, and we've gotten a little bit of rain in them and kept fresh water in them. So that's been enjoyable for the birds we've been hearing out chirping.
A lot of songbirds flying around and chirping.
And now we're going to stroll back to our mimosa tree. Of course, it's just structural right now. We're just seeing that architectural beauty of it.
But around the base of this tree, several years ago, we planted some daffodils, and they've come back up. They look so cheerful, nodding their heads in this breeze.
Yeah, it's amazing that I think these are more of the early daffodils, but it's amazing how the ones that were planted in previous years are blooming a lot faster or sooner than the ones we just newly planted. And now that we walked on over to our ornamental pear tree, you can see a few more of those daffodils that we planted a few years ago.
And as the sun shines through the branches of this pear tree on these daffodils, look how the branches of the tree are showing on the ground as if an artist painted them there.
It's so magical, isn't it? How light and shadows can add so much to your garden, so much interest.
Yes, Belinda, and while we love our evergreens, this deciduous pear tree sure is putting out some beauty in this sun with the shadows.
And that's really neat because this tree really was damaged a lot in the hurricane, but she's still glorious today.
I'm glad we still have her.
Glad we were able to save her. Now, as we've walked on into our back garden, these little snowflakes really caught my eye here, kind of blowing in the breeze.
Yes, Belinda, those are ones I transplanted. They were actually in the roots of that big oak tree that was blown over in the hurricane onto our house. And I was able to dig them out from amongst the roots of that tree and then scatter them throughout our backyard gardens.
So these are definitely what people would call a rescue plant, aren't they?
They certainly are. And they're plants that really want to live, aren't they?
They do. And they are so cute. And it's kind of amazing how they just seem to show up in late winter. And then by summer, they just disappear.
They melt as if they're really snowflakes.
Melted into the soil around them, seemingly.
And here on that fallen tree near those snowflakes is a Carolina jessamine, just kind of twining its way around the stump and the trunk of this tree.
And it's a native plant for southeastern U.S., isn't it?
Yes, it is, Belinda. We often see it growing in the woods around here.
So it's given us some lovely rays of sunshine on the end of this stump here in our fallen tree garden.
You're right, it does look like the sun is just shining right through them.
And they're climbing, reaching up towards that sun. It's a beautiful sight with that blue lake in the background.
And next to the fallen tree is one of our Indian hawthorn rosalindas in a standard form.
Yes, we really have enjoyed this plant. And now in late winter, look, it's already putting out its bud formations.
And they're so beautiful, aren't they, as you look at them, the different colors on them.
Yes, I was just looking at them a couple days ago, and they weren't quite this large. So they're quite gorgeous just being the buds there, aren't they?
They certainly are. The warm temperatures cause them to swell and get ready to pop out some flowers.
So we'll definitely have to show our viewers when they're in full bloom because they're beautiful pink flowers and they're fragrant.
Yes, they are. And with it being an Indian hawthorn, the deer love it. So it definitely has to be in our back garden area.
Yeah, it's in our fenced area, definitely. And we know we have some other wonderful plants that we had to locate in the backyard because they are loved by the deer also.
Such as these camellias.
Yes, we definitely need to protect them from the deer.
And this camellia is high fragrance.
It is lovely and the fragrance is wonderful.
Certainly is. In fact, we love it so much that we recently bought another one.
Yes, we did. So we're looking forward to getting that one planted.
Of course, right now it's in its pot in the garage waiting till after this cold snap.
But look at those blooms. They are so beautiful.
Yes, and they smell as beautiful as they look.
I guess that's why its name is High Fragrance. And we do have some other camellias in our garden, but not many of them are in bloom right now.
But one of the ones that is blooming along with high fragrance is Governor Mouton.
And it's a beautiful red, isn't it? With some white splotches on it.
Yes, and it seems to be doing well.
So we really enjoy having camellias in our garden because even when they're not in bloom, they give a lot of evergreen interest.
Another evergreen that is also in bloom is this Laura Pedlum. also known as Chinese French tree.
Yes, and I see kind of tucked down in there are some of her kind of hot pink blooms.
Yes, I think we need to get a little closer in on her, but those blooms are striking, aren't they?
Yes, and it was a nice surprise here in late winter.
Certainly brightens up the day.
And these are relatively new shrubs. Another plant that is newly planted is the star magnolia tree that we planted at the same time as the loropetalums. She's not leafed out because these type magnolias put out their blossoms before they put out their leaves.
As we continue our stroll through the garden, this Jane magnolia caught our eye from all the way across the garden.
Yes, she kind of drew us over there, didn't she?
She just illuminates the area where she is.
And she's so beautiful. Again, we can see the beautiful blue lake in the background and then the sun shining on her petals there. She's beautiful.
She is a gorgeous plant. I'm so glad we have her.
And she's been blooming a few weeks now, so even if this cold kind of knocks her back a little bit, she's been glorious.
We've been enjoying her, that's for sure.
We certainly have. And once she's finished with her blossoms and she leaves out, she's going to give some shade to this new area of our garden that we've started planting.
Yes, and she's located right beside our fruit orchard. Those pear trees.
And those pear trees that we recently pruned are already putting out their leaves.
They are, and they've also started putting out some flowers too.
Oh, those beautiful blossoms. Hopefully we're going to get a good harvest of fruit.
I do too. I noticed the bees have been enjoying those blossoms too.
I think we did a pretty good job of pruning the pear trees, and we did put that video up in case other people are needing to see how to prune their pear trees and their fruit trees.
That is an important task to be done now.
And this is another pear tree.
Yes, we have two pear trees here.
These are the pineapple pear trees.
Yes, pineapple pear variety.
Yes, they have that real sweet flavor, kind of like how a pineapple is so sweet. Maybe that's why they're called pineapple pear.
That may be, Belinda, but one thing is for sure, they make great cobblers.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this harvest when we can have some cobbler and maybe sit on the porch and enjoy some cobbler and some sweet tea.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
A mighty good plan. Well, Mark, it was really nice to take a stroll in the sunshine before those freezing temperatures come tonight.
Yes, Belinda, it was. And to see some things of interest. We've already started to have some warm spring-like temperatures, but I don't think winter's done with us yet.
No, some of the things are a little, I think, mixed up, but seeing those daffodils and some of those plants that like the cold can be a little cheery even in cold weather. That was nice too.
That was nice too. And we know here in South Georgia the warm weather is just a few days away probably.
We're getting teased a little bit, but I think this cold tonight's going to kind of wake us up to reality. It's still winter even in South Georgia.
I think it will. A lot of times in late February we get thinking it's spring, but until you get to mid-March here in South Georgia, winter can come back and bite you.
So we have a few more days of winter, and the days that we can be outside, we're going to enjoy those days. And the days that the weather kind of runs us in, we're going to maybe spend some time watching some of our other friends on YouTube, aren't we?
Yes, we will, Belinda. We may have to watch some reruns, but we'll still enjoy watching some garden videos on YouTube.
Yes, we always enjoy watching the videos of those of you who post your videos. And we really enjoy comments from those of you who watch our videos and give us some feedback. So please do that.
Yes. And wherever you are, whether you're in the South where spring seems like it's right on our heels, or whether you're up north waiting for the spring-like temperatures to come, wherever you are, enjoy dreaming of those spring temperatures that are soon to be here.
And I think we have a little bit more time that we can relax a little bit in the sunshine on the porch. So I think we'll do that, and hopefully you will enjoy your time, and whether you're in the garden or having to cozy up inside.
Well, Belinda, I think the sweet tea is calling us, sweetie. Cheers from our South Georgia garden.
Happy gardening, or happy dreaming of gardening.